Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Stevie.
I am Betty.
And today, Betty, we are looking at the lesson where you are the biggest star. You're the queen of translation.
Yay, Amanda.
The master. We're looking at our sentence translation lesson. And in this lesson, 100% Betty is the boss.
Finally, like one time every month. Okay, yeah, 我们今天要看一下翻译哦。那我们先进一段小小的休息，等一下呢，就希望同学准备好，我们来看句子喽。好的，那我们先看第一个题组哦。这个第一个题组呢，跟现在的可能同学很关心或很想要的事情可能有关哦，因为他就说。很多人开始养宠物时，并没有意识到这需要长期的照顾和耐心。很多人都在想要不要养宠物嘛，对不对？我们就来做一个这个翻译。我们先请 Stevie 呢帮我们翻译一下英文，可以怎么说
Okay, so for this sentence, the sentence we have in the magazine is many people start keeping a pet without realizing that it requires long-term care and patience.
Definitely.
So, having a pet really takes a lot of patience.
Right.
You are going to be taking care of them for a long time, and also love. Actually, love.
Yeah.
Because pets, you are their world. They love you. And so, kind of be a little patient and be loving with them.
Right.
But one thing I want to say about this sentence, in Chinese,
我们讲养宠物嘛。
养宠物. So we would probably actually say raising pets.
Oh, okay.
And now keeping a pet is not wrong. It's just very formal and it's old school English. It's a little 有一点老套。
比较以前的人比较会这样讲，那现在我们都觉得宠物嘛，那个养，因为我们为了要对应中文的意思可能英文版我们就用 keep。可是呢 ，Stevie 老师的意思是说用 raise R-A-I-S-E.
R-A-I-S-E. So we might say many people start raising pets or raising a pet without understanding that it requires long-term care and patience.
没错。
And if you want to ask somebody, we would just say, we wouldn't say, do you keep pets?
你有没
We
有
would
养
say,
宠物
do you have any pets?
你有没有宠物这样子这样可能是比较道地的英文的翻译，比较好一点点。对，那这里他就讲到很多人 many people， 那 start 后面呢可以加 to 动词原形或 ing， 那我们这里选 ing keeping 或像老师讲的 raising a pet， 单复数都可以，但你要一致pets 加 s 就不要再加那你加后面就不要加 s
Yeah.
那这里的话呢，那因为他有说嘛，没有意识到什么东西，所以我们要考虑一下，就是说，我们要怎么把没有这个意思翻上去呢？英文呢，你就可以用 without 呢，它有一种介系词，但是呢，它后面它的意思是没有，对不对？听中文很像是动词，但英文要处理动词很麻烦，你可能要连接词嘛，才能接两个动词。那用 without 就可以把这个句子呢给它装上去。比较长一点点，那你又不用想说那我等一下如果要再加另外一个动词，那我还要一个连接词的问题就是没有，那它是介系词所以后面加动词 ing。好的，那我们来看就没有意识到什么呢？这个需要的英文是什么
Here we're using the word require.
Right. Also very formal.
Yeah, require is maybe we would say, for instance, if you want to study law.
要学法律
Then the school has some requirements, or they require you to have some, to already have some things prepared and done.
要有一些基本的知识啦，或者是程度啦，分数要到那 requirement 就是一个要求啦。那通常我们比较不会用 need 因为通常东西当主词的时候，像这个it 这件事情，养宠这件事情我们不太会用 need， 同学记得要换一下。
Require is more formal. So maybe somebody said, what do you require of your employees? But what do you need me to do?
Okay.
Let's see. What do I need to do this job? we wouldn't say, what do I require? But that's not wrong. It's just very formal.
没错，那这里的话就是同学记得、主词是东西的话就用 require， 就不要用 need。那个情境不一样，不是你需要做什么，或者你需要别人做什么。那还有一个比较难的就是长期的照顾，这个长期怎么讲
Long term.
OK， 中间要有一个小杠杠哦，同学要小心，一定要那个杠上去哦，不然会错。那这个耐心 care 我们知道就是照顾嘛，那耐心呢
Patience.
Not patient.
You have to be patient, but you have to have patience.
词性不一样哦，这个 c 结尾，那因为 care 它是名词哦，那我们这里需要另外一个名词 patience， 不要用成 t 的那一个哦，这样会导致错误。那很多同学也会念成，台湾同学很容易念成另外一个字 passion.
Oh, passion.
Right, so be really careful when you spell it out.
Yeah. Patient, patience. But 热情 would be passion.
对
That's an ah sound, like apple.
对，没错，大家要小心，因为我很多时候都不知道同学讲耐心还是热情，偏偏好像那两个字都可以符合那个情况，就有点有的时候会让人家有点混淆哦。那还有一个翻译的方法，就是我们把这个句子呢拆成两个子句，我们刚才是用 without， 对不对？我们这次不要用 without 了，我们拆成两个子句，我们用 when 开头。Stevie， 我们可以怎么翻
When people first get a pet, many don't realize that it takes long-term care and patience.
没错，那这里的话就两个子句嘛，所以就先讲说，当很多人什么什么的时候，那这个并没有意识到，就是又独立的子句 ，many don't realize 就不用用 without， 那就看同学你喜欢哪一个文法变化，记得就是发音就是不要错就好，越有把握越精准越好哦，不用有自己的创意哦，不用那么有创意。好，再来第二个哦，所以说呢，把宠物带回家前，人们应当确保自己准备好对它负起完全的责任。哦，听起来压力很大
But that's it's a good thing to know.
对，没错，你要想要 especially when in Taiwan we don't have a lot of space most of the time, and we need to think about that because if you have a dog, you need to walk the dog.
Is your apartment big enough for that big dog that is so cute and beautiful?
没
But
错，
will your dog be happy and healthy there?
没错，很多那个狗其实都是有点不健康的，因为你当它在公寓太久了，这样，所以就是很多人有可能该养猫之类的吧。
And can you do it? Like you said, dogs need to walk a lot.
Right.
Do you have time or will you make time to take your dog out for a walk twice a day?
很重要，狗狗通常要早晚哦2次比较刚好哦。
Yeah, that's the best
对。
if you can.
但是就很多时间嘛，你有很多时间的这个要放进去哦。那这里的话，因为把宠物带回家之前，所以钱，同学有想到什么样的连接词吗？钱，不是那个钱哦 ，money 那个钱哦，这个时间的钱，人们应当，应当的这个英文怎么讲呢？应该、应当哦。然后自己准备好的英文是什么呢？然后对他负起责任的英文是什么呢？好，来哦，那我们就请 Stevie 帮我们翻译一下。
Okay, for the sentence we just talked about, before bringing a pet home, people should make sure that they are ready to take full responsibility for it. Now, we just talked, you were just talking about that, be prepared to do something, take full responsibility. So when we say full responsibility,
Right.
like just be responsible. It's just like 你要负责任, right? But to take full responsibility means you understand all of the little parts. Are you going to take your pet to the doctor when they're sick, when they have teeth problems? If you understand your pet is not happy or not healthy, are you going to change their lifestyle, which means changing your lifestyle
没
too,
错。
to make it better for them? It's a big responsibility, and you have to take full responsibility, all of it.
没错，就是很严重哦，大家真的要认真思考这件事情。那这里呢，我们用一个有一点比较简单的构句方式 ，before bringing your pet home， 我们当然都知道是我们把宠物带回家，对不对？所以这里我们可以说 before they bring。那我们因为主词是一样的哦，主要跟次要子句是一样的，我们可以把主词去掉。那这个动词呢，我们就加 ing 哦，把它带回家之前呢，大家应该是 should 然后要确保，我们可以用 make sure。make sure 后面呢可以加一个子句。那这里的话呢，如果是讲准备好的 make sure that they are 这个准备好的英文是什么
？Well, you can be ready to do something or be prepared to do something.
后面都要加 to 动词原形这样子哦。如果是一件事可以加 for， 但是就要加名词哦。OK， 那如果是完全负起责任的话是
take full responsibility for something.
OK， 那这里的话，记得那个 responsibility 前面不要加不要加的。同学如果会不小心加上去，你写上去，然后打叉叉，因为这是惯用法哦。你就是 take responsibility for something。那另外一种翻译的方式呢？
Well, here we just talked about make sure of something, right? Well, now we're going to use a word called ensure that.
Okay.
To make sure of something, to ensure that. So before bringing a pet into their home, people should ensure that they are prepared to take full responsibility for it.
对，那这里的话呢，我们就用 ensure 稍微比较正式一点点哦。对，那你那个 ready 也可以变成 prepared， 但记得这个是形容词，所以 prepared 后面要加一个 d， 后面要加一个 d 哦。那剩下的地方呢，可以维持一样就可以了。
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with the next part.
好的，那很快来到了第二个题组。第二个题组呢，也是现代人可能呢，会需要知道的。我们的第一句话就讲到说，行动电源已成为人们的必备物品，不论是在工作、上课或旅行哦。这个议题，第一个就是行动电源的英文，同学心里有吗？然后已成为这个时态呢，已经变成同学想到的是什么样的时态？必备物品的英文，然后不论要怎么翻会比较好？我们先请 Stevie 来示范一个版本哦。
Okay, so for this sentence, first of all, we're using a modern word, power bank.
行动电源。
Now, power bank, we used to just call it a portable battery. Do you remember that?
Portable charger?
Yeah, I do. Portable charger is one you can take and plug in. But we would call it a portable charger, portable battery. Now it's just a power bank, which makes sense. What is a bank?
It has your money in it.
Bank 是银行, right?
Right.
It has your money. So this it holds power.
Right.
Holds electricity.
没错。
Yeah. So the sentence, power banks have become a necessity for people, whether they are working, attending classes, or traveling.
没错。那这里的话，当然呢，我们再请那个 Stevie 老师帮我们附送一下有一些重要单词，比如说行动电源的话。
Yeah, power bank. That's a very important one now.
Right. And can we also spell out portable charger?
Oh, portable. Portable. Portable means you can take it to different places. You can move it around.
没错。
Okay, it's portable. It means you can take it in your hands and carry it somewhere.
没错。
And charger, CHARGER, portable charger.
充电器这样。那他就说呢，已经成为，所以是 have become， 你要用完成式。同学有答对吗？那这个时态不能错，这也是老师会特别看的地方。然后这个必需品听起来中文很难，英文呢
？Necessity.
Okay.
So just look at it's NECESS, right? Necessity. ITY. Necessity. And then say it quickly. Necessity.
不好念哦，同学可以多念几次，这样你拼字会比较准哦。那不论是否啊，或者是不论是怎么样，或是怎么样，我们用 whether。对哦，这个 whether 这个文法，同学可以记得一下哦。就是后面呢，它的解释是不论是否，或不论是 A 或是 B 这样子哦。不论它有这个意思。好，那后面呢，我们就说，不管是在比如说工作，那如果是上学怎么讲？上学。
Well, this is, I mean, 上学 would be to go to school, right?
对。
But when we use the word attend, you can attend a meeting, attend school. Attend is usually more formal.
比较正式。
But we do use it. Like, what do you call the record of your school when you are at, how many days you were at school or how many days you were off?
出勤的这个资料哦。
Okay, in English, that's called an attendance record.
哦，
Yeah.
你的初学习。
Yeah. So attend just means to you're there.
对，到了哪里哦？那你
Yeah.
可以就是 attend school 哦，就是上学这个事情哦，比较难，同学可以记起来哦，或者是旅行。那这句话呢，当然我们有另外一种翻译的方式，我们来听听看。
Power banks have become an essential item for people, whether they are at work, in class, or traveling.
没错，那这个比较简单哦。就第一个，他先把 necessity 把它改成 essential item， 就是必备的物品。那当然，你觉得哪一个比较喜欢哦？再来比较简单的是后面哦，他们在哪？我们刚才用动词哦 ，they are working, attending classes or traveling。这里呢，我们把它部分改成名词，就是 at work, in class or traveling。注意介系词 at work, in class。好的。
Oh, and also essential, you can say essential if you want to like 你要强调
第一个
you want
音
to
节
emphasize that first part. It is essential. Okay. Essential. Some people say essential.
比较轻松一点
They're
点。
they're all okay. The most proper is essential.
哦 ，OK。
But essential, essential, they're okay.
都可以哦，这个发音比较松动一点哦。那再来呢，他就讲到这个很重要，由于安全考量，许多航空公司都宣布携带与使用行动电源的规定。这个由于安全考量，它是其实是一个固定用法，不太能换哦。同学有想到吗？然后呢，航空公司的英文是什么？宣布，这个时态是什么？然后再来这个规定是很复杂的，它是携带跟使用行动电源的规定，你要怎么把这个形容词加上去？我们要考虑一下。好，我们请这个 Stevie 帮我们翻译一下。
Due to safety concerns, many airlines have announced regulations on carrying and using power banks.
没错，这个 due to 就是由于因为。那我建议同学不要滥用 due to 后面哦，通常都加名词，基本上它连加动词 ing 都非常少。那我希望台湾同学就要记得，我们课本会教这个很常教，就变成你会很喜欢用这个东西去翻译，但是有时候会很不自然。这个是 very
Due
formal.
to is very formal.
Right.
You could actually say because of.
对 because of.
Due to, if you're going to write an article, 你如果要写文章，你要写个报告, then if you say due to, you sound more smart. Okay, you sound smarter.
But don't overuse
Okay.
it.
But if you're talking with me and you say, well, due to safety concerns, I'm going to
Stevie's gonna
think,
hate you.
yeah, I won't hate, I don't hate anybody, but
You don't.
I will think you're trying too hard.
就
You're
是
trying to impress me, but actually I will feel,
对，就是太用力。还有就是他通常会在底下正式，你不可能说 due to being sick，有一点不是很自然。你文法对，但是用法那个情境不太对哦。比如说基于安全考量、基于天气因素这种情况下才能使用，不然会怪怪的哦。
Yeah.
对
So I might say because of safety concerns.
对 ，OK。
Yeah.
那
Or
有
we're going to do another one in just a
对，
second.
没错。那这里的话呢，他说很多的这个航空公司的英文是。
Airline.
要记得哦。然后
Yeah.
宣布的话是用完成式，那宣布的英文是
Announce.
对 announced， 对，他在宣
To
布。
announce something.
对
Right?
那这个规定，我们先把规定先讲，比较长的形容词丢后面，想一下怎么加上去。规定的英文是
Well, here, I mean, 规定 could be a word like rule,
对
right? Like if your parents, 你家长如果是给你什么家里的规定,
对
then we would call that a rule, R-U-L-E. But when it is something official, if it's like company rules
官方的
or government rules or airline, airport rules, then we call them regulations.
没错，它是比较正式的用法哦。那这个 regulation 通常会用复数，因为你公布规定的时候一定不止一条，应该有100条。那 regulations 后面通常会用 on 去接，所以我们就可以再把刚刚讲的，我们讲说携带跟使用行动电源的规定，把它加在后面，所以就是 on。然后 on 后面要加 ing 哦 ，carrying and using power bank， 所以记得 regulations on something。好，第二个翻法是
For security reasons, many airlines have issued rules for carrying and using power banks.
没错，那记得 reasons 前面一定要用 for， 不要讲 due to security reason， 这个也是很常见的错误翻译。
Yeah.
For some reasons。好，然后 issue 的发布比较难一点点，那同学可以记起来，或者是你用原本的 announce 也可以。
And these are good sentences because right now they're all true.
对，没错，要记得因为你要记得，不然会忘记哦，就当做增加一点生活小常识这样子。
Yeah, right now our power banks are being regulated
对
very strictly, 很严格
对，大家要小
because
心。
they can be dangerous.
还有那个 hair straightener， 那个
Yeah.
直发器，同学要注意哦，那烫头发的。
Yeah. There are a lot of things.
Right.
But great vocabulary today. So I think that's all the time we have for today.
Yeah.
So thank you, Translation Master Queen.
Mission complete.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.